thanks for watching another episode of Builds by Bailey. Today we're going to do part 2 of prepping the car for a cage. So I'm not going to talk a lot today just because it's a lot of unbolting stuff and there's not really any explanation. But we're going to go ahead and we're going to finish removing everything out of the inside of the car and get it ready for those door cards that you saw in one of the previous videos. You may even be able to have a chance to get those put in on this episode as well. So let's go ahead and dive right in and get started on this car. So I'm not gonna lie, I was really worried when I was gonna take this panel off, the driver's one, because there's rust up here at the top, and as you can tell it looks like it spans the whole distance across, but there's just a metal panel on the top of it. So that metal panel covered up and saved the inner side here, so that is completely rust free. So that's gonna make doing the color change on the inside so much easier. Literally just have to scuff and spray. But that's not the funniest thing about this. I've had this car for 6 years and this is the first time I've taken this panel off, and there is literally like 10 or 12 bottle caps inside this door. Like, they keep coming out of nowhere. Like, I wonder if someone's kid or something stuffed a whole bunch of them down in there. Okay, so we have our new T3 door cards we're going to stick on. Went ahead and I cleaned all of that butyl tape, the rubbery sticky stuff that holds the plastic rain shield things on. Went ahead and cleaned those off. Once again, as you can tell, this is powder coated on both sides. So if water gets on it, it's not going to hurt anything. It'll just kind of get to the bottom and drip off. No big deal. But so we're going to go ahead, make sure you grab the right card. There are two different ones, even though they look the same. Make sure you read the where it says TE72 and T3 on the other end. Make sure you have it going in the right direction. So we're going to go ahead and start putting that on. Find it easy to, when you put these on, to line up the door handle cover. Go ahead and put that on first so everything lines up the way it's supposed to, and then tape it across the top. Okay, so that's going to hold that in place. Now you can go ahead, and it comes with self-tapping screws. You can either go ahead and just drive those in with a drill, or you can do what I'm going to do and pre-drill the holes with a little bit smaller hole and then screw them in with a screwdriver. That way that the metal's not oversized whenever it goes in, and it has a little bit more to bite on because it's really thin. Plus you don't want to like drive it all the way through and bust out your glass. So make sure the windows are rolled all the way up. Okay, so in these two holes for the door pull, there are these little plastic retainers that held on the armrest door pull part. So they're a little tall. They don't really, they won't fit flush. So what we have to do is we need to take, it'll focus here, we need to take the top portion of it off and just leave the part that clips in, just leave that, and then the flat part on top. Just leave that on there, and then that'll allow the new hardware to sit flush against the new door card. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to cut those down real fast, and I'll show you what they'll look like when we're done. Okay, so this is what they look like now. We shaved the top portion of it off, so now it's just the bottom. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to insert those back into the holes. Okay. Then we're going to take our door handle. There's a black washer that they supply with it. The black washer is going to cover up the hole. And we're going to put that on the back side. Then we're going to take our long bolt and the washer retainer for that. We're going to thread it through, and that'll be on the front side. So everything will look like that. And we'll go ahead and we'll use our screwdriver and screw it in. So I got the front door card and the back one done as well. I'll get the rear parcel shelf and the back firewall done later, along with the other two. I don't feel like I need to show you guys how to do all that stuff, as I just showed you how to do these. It's the exact same steps without maybe the door handles and the window cranks. So that's going to do it for this episode of Builds by Bailey. I hope you enjoyed me taking the old door cards off, cleaning the stuff up, and then putting the new ones on. Next episode we'll be mocking the dash back up, putting the steering wheel in, and the seat. Or at least that's what I hope. So after that's done, I just have to raise the suspension a little bit, and then it's off to get the roll cage. So I hope you guys have enjoyed once again, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with your friends.